good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too. After
and I don't know if I got heartburn or something.
You must got something, boy. That's kind of light. Well, I guess it ain't bad. We think.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play.
And
facing a second and long.
Burping.
What's that? Burping or belching?
Yeah.
When it comes to later, belching when it comes to like eating, like in a nation.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining.
I did eat some tacos that had onions and some more stuff.
Yeah, they make you do that.
Well, you know, I had some tacos that I gave you that day.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
And you know, they was a little spicy with that dip.
When you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
Ooh.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Following the interception, Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
19. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the sideline.
It feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Most Humana Medicare Advantage plans include a Silver Sneakers Fitness program at no extra cost. Dental and vision coverage is now included with
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been a constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have a score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Shit.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards.
The Browns, 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air, intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And this one through the uprights and good.
Browns 35, Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll run for it. Chubb.
When he got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A loss of 4 yards. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now they try the right side here. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Matt Judon there to bring him down. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After hitting the field goal, now Sloman handling the kickoff duties. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. William Jackson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. We're not rebounding right here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And it caught up to him. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The 9-yard line. First and goal. The 9-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
A gain of 8.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in? And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, is actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
A blood bank. Blood circulating. A lot of the fire is all it is. Man. You gotta go through some of that wins, just something else. And that's when you're working on it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Put that man playing with that man Joe Gold that night.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mayfield off the play fake. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 30 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Moment set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From the 6. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 56, Bengals 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On play action, they'll throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy on the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And now that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that defensive out. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Yeah, I believe that's really 24/7. Stampede, thunderstorm,
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Yeah, see all the moves. They try to base it on good
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
I said the same thing.
They've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Browns 63.
I kind of figured that.
38.
Just look at you, sweet.
And that one travels out of bounds. So a bad break there, and that will thwart any chance that they had of coming back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here hope that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
You shit black man, Africa, whatever. You got hair on his head, but it ain't thick. Just short hair. You ain't got no more hair.
Offensive explosion.
I hear.